Hi guys, it's finally warmed up here today and I wanted to talk to you about my rustic garden bed, one of my favorite topics. It's an area I've been developing now since last year, mostly made with compost that I have made from my own garden. There is one thing that I want to get done before the heat of the summer comes, and that is to mulch it. But I have a bad back and I don't want to schlep in 20 bags of mulch, and I also don't want to pay, $4 or more per bag. So I am going to mulch this whole bed, which is 108 square feet, with green manure. And my favorite green manure that I have found is bags of lentils. These are legumes, and what legumes do is they create a thick annual ground cover. And legumes also add in lots of nitrogen to your soil. When they develop, they develop these nodules on their root systems of nitrogen. And when that plant gets cut or dies back, those are released into your soil. So not only are you mulching your bed and keeping the soil nice and cool and moist, which is good for microorganisms, which is great for healthy soil, but not only are you doing that, getting the benefits of mulch, you're also getting the benefits of fertilization. So let's get started. So again, this is 108 square feet. So guys, this bag of lentils, and I got 2 of them for the project, was 99 cents. It's just the generic store brand. And I'm basically just going to scatter it throughout this bed, which is still pretty unfinished compost. A little bit of soil added in where I planted things. But it is going to become part of the fabric of the soil and become a living mulch. And in the end, add in great nutrients. So let me get started. Here is a little bit that I planted a month ago, which was way too early, and as gardeners know, in seed planting you have to have the right temperature in order for things to germinate. So I had a very low germination rate because I got very excited and came out and scattered some lentils. But these are lentils that have grown in and been quite battered by some late frost. But as you can see, they create a nice little carpet here. And I'm just going to fill in the entire bed with lentils. And they will all sprout. And the reason I like lentils is they make this sort of low foliage here with tiny, delicate leaves. And I will not be pulling this out or even harvesting anything. If it goes to seed and makes more lentils that drop in and grow, I'll be thrilled with that. That can be the next round of green manure. But what I can do is I can plant right into it. So even though I might hopefully have a whole bed of lentil plants, I can just tuck any of my summer plants in there, and it will also grow right around the perennials that are also in there. I've just made a small hole in the bag and I'm scattering it out. Just broadcasting all these nice lentils, and I'll try to mix in certain areas where I can reach so that they get good contact with the soil. But it's going to rain tomorrow. And of course, out in nature, seeds are pushed into the soil by rain. But this makes a pretty little plant, guys, and you never have to remove it. If it gets too tall, which it normally doesn't because they're lentils, you can always trim it back. But the last thing you want is barren soil. It's going to if you have no covering on your soil, it really dries out, especially in the heat of summer. You just scratch it in a little bit and You don't have to worry about going too deep. And that's going to make some nice living mulch, guys. Living mulch is the best. It's also very pretty. And guys, by the way, you can see how rough this soil still is, but things are growing in it. This is really rough compost. So this organic matter being added is really going to be a plus. So the rustic garden has been planted with living mulch, and I do expect sort of spotty germination throughout. Maybe not an even carpet of living mulch, but I think it will be just enough around the plants that I plan to put in, some of the annual plants, and lots of perennials are coming up in here as well. So I think it's just going to be just enough that it covers the ground and improves the soil. So that's it, guys. That is how you mulch 108 square feet for $2. And I'll give you an update on that when it grows. Thanks for watching. Bye.